Hello everyone, Rio here, and I'm going to do a collective reading tarot for this upcoming full moon conjunct Mars opposite Pluto. Let's get into it. So the first thing that I'd really like to know is, um, before I even asked a question, King of Swords and Five of Swords came out. One thing that I wrote in my planner for the day that Mars has recently moved back into Gemini, the constellation of Gemini, in its retrograde motion. And the thing that I wrote in the planner that I created for the 2025 for Mars entering Gemini was be careful with your words, be careful of using words for I'll just read exactly what I said. Watch for verbal fights or manipulating facts as weapons, both giving and receiving. You may be going over old disagreements at this time. Forward action is stifled. Your mind may feel like a battleground. This too shall pass. Make sure that you aren't using your mouth as a weapon, basically. And this can be with actual people in our relationships. And this can be on an even fundamental creation way of being. How do you move through life, and what are you doing with your words? Are you building or are you destroying? There's a very, very interesting. I don't want to get pulled in that direction right now, but what are you doing? What are you doing with your mouth, with your ideas, with your don't get caught in petty stuff. Don't waste your energy on complaining or gossiping or, speaking untruths. There's this concept of evil speech that I've been getting into. And this idea that you can remove so much just negativity from your life, being conscious of the way in which you speak, right? What we say is magic. God created the world by speaking, we have to keep this in mind. So, what is it that our words are building? Something that's in this concept is that what do you think is the worst evil speech? A lie that isn't true, or gossip and negative information about something that is true? And in this concept, the worst, not necessarily in a right and wrong way, but of a more impactful way, is that well, it's fine, I'm going to edit, is what is true. Because what is true has legs and it will walk farther, and what is untrue will just die on the vine, basically. And I'll put some information down below about that particular pathway, because I don't want to veer into teaching something I'm still a student of. But if you're interested, I'll put some stuff down in the notes. So just like be a builder with your words. Speak what you want to see into reality instead of remarking about what is not. And so the question I was going to ask is, what is Mars retrograde teaching us? We must sit in the throne of our power and know that all is well, that everything is okay, that we are held and provided for, even when we have no idea it's going to happen, right? We must allow love and connection to the safety of Earth to permeate our entire being. We are provided for, we are capable of caretaking the resources that Mother Earth has given us. We can fix this. What this card fell out when I first started shuffling. And I looked at it and I put it back in the deck. And I was like, well, if it's important enough, it'll come back. And this is what Pluto is saying to us right now. And it's the devil, which is actually a Capricorn. It's a Capricorn card. And Pluto is in Capricorn right now. And this is asking just what it is we chain ourselves to. And we don't need to stay in this position at all. Capricorn is the sea ghost. I like to think of it as starting as the like one cell being in the ocean, in the tides, and slowly becoming something that could get onto land, and then rolling further into that to the point where it grows legs, where it climbs a whole mountain, gets to the top of the mountain, where it opens up to the stars, and who knows what happens after that. You know, 7 generations into the future is where we need to be thinking. And maybe like 7 generations of choices has led us to this point. And we have the power in any day to make a totally different choice. Right now, we can just decide. What's next? What can we rejoice in this full moon? It really comes back down to this. At the end of the day, if we take care of Mother Earth, she will take care of us. I'm just getting such a profound sense of peace and steadiness. And clarifying actions and experiences. Be clarified. Be electrified. Let the world make you come alive. Let the people that you meet be catalysts in your soul's journey. Let you remember that we can always have an adventure. Everything's an adventure all the time if you look at it like that. Take some deep breaths. Come back to that spine. Sitting in your throne. Knowing that you got this. And you have the resources to provide you with whatever you need. Get rooted. Feel that you are of this earth. With every inhale, feel your spine align more fully. Every exhale, relax. And inhale and feel the crown upon your head. Know that you can trust this experience. Know that you are safe. And move whatever you have to move. See if you have any bones that need crinkling. You can trust yourself to take care of yourself. You are fully capable. You are in your power in moments that in the past would have overwhelmed you. But you've come a very, very far way from that past person. You know, a safety in your body. You know, an ease in your spirit. Relax your shoulders. Breathe deep. Engage your core. Gently. Shift from sit bone to sit bone. Do some winds if you got to. What movement do you have to take to waken up your root chakra? Breathe deep and just move in whatever way feels good. Oh, yeah. All right, now get the ankles going. Let's try and crinkle some bones in these ankles. Make some funny noises. Bleh. You know, singing bowls. Get them going, and they got that. You can turn your own head into a singing bowl if you hum. Try it. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. When it started, when that hum started, I felt a little lost. But then I was like, even if I can't hear you guys, I'm going to tune into the hum of everything. So try that with me. Take a big deep breath through your nose. Do some crinkles. And hum. Oh. Thank you for being with me across space-time. Those of you who just decided to listen to your body and move around and get all in on this weird business. Oh, it really can just feel so good. And I love sharing space with you. All right, any final messages, upcoming moon? Woohoo! We must remember that we have the power to transform anything that we want. We are alchemists. We can have the capacity, the skill, the superhuman convergence of our soul being born as a human, which are basically like we're actually like little demigods of this realm. We can do whatever we want if we realize there's no rules, which isn't entirely true. There are rules, but like we can play with those rules and we can make our own rules and we can create things. And that's really magical. That's really special. We're the magician. We can manipulate things, which our brain does all the time. But if we can be conscious and aware of like the stories that our brain is telling and realizing that we can turn those stories into whatever we want, whatever we want. We just have to harness the power of the five realms, right? Air, thought, communication, words, all of that. Fire, vision, passion, sight, the will and drive to get it done. Water, the integration process, mm, sometimes through this I'll speak in words, and sometimes through this I'll speak in energy with my body as an instrument, and water required that sort of an explanation. And earth, the form in which it all happens, our creations. Justice, we have to have balance. We can't go too far in one direction or the other. And when we need to make a decision about how to move forward as community, we need to have that like truly noble quality of this one. Tap into your heart. In our heart, we know what's right. And when choosing paths of justice, we must make judgments from the intelligence of our heart. With every action, there is a reaction. And finding the balance doesn't actually look like just holding it right in the center. Finding the balance is actually a gentle swaying between the two poles. It'll go a little bit too far this way. We gotta ground, we gotta pull. gentle. And as we begin to see the people on the other side of this swaying scale, we see them with our hearts. We know them to be us. And in knowing that, that is how we get closer to stillness and unity. But that is there is excitement in the push and pull. We must keep working on whatever it is we've been trying to make come alive. It may have felt like a tide. Whoosh, you have so much energy. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing. And then the tide has broken, and now it's pulling back. It's pulling back, and in that pullback, it's sort of reevaluating and making tiny little. We're swaying like the scale. We're swinging back and forth a little bit, and we'll be in the pullback for a while. But just because you're in the pullback, don't listen to any sort of, oh, maybe this isn't working. Maybe I don't have traction. Maybe I should try something else. Maybe I should, it's not working. It is. Just have patience, keep your head down, and do good work. And as you do good work, people will come, they will hear, they will find you. Everyone who's supposed to find you will find you. Your projects that you're working on will find fruition if you can continue to have devotion and boop, 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 boop. Feel it with your heart. We're gonna align our root with our heart. And opportunities will ploosh right out of the clouds, right shining right in front of your face, right over the doorway. You'll have clarity. You'll be like, oh my gosh, look at that golden opportunity. I'm gonna walk right through that door to the land of the magic hands. And walk through you shall. And we will crest into the top of the wave and dance in the glorious foam. And then crash back into y'all again. You know? I'm going to invite you to take some deep breaths. You sit here with me. I want you to feel that like the fizzy, bubbly, foamy magic. What it feels like at the top. And I want you to envision pulling that fizzy goodness of the massive wave into your heart and splashing refreshment on every living thing. Breathe in and pull them into the glorious wave. And let it all fall apart and let go of everything. Crash into the water. Take a deep breath in. And feel the joy that we are all here and human together. just how beautiful and wonderful and amazing it could be. And then I'll go and come crashing down into the water. We are all one again. Take a moment here to just give your heart wholly over to amazement and wonder at being alive right now. Make any movements you gotta make. Open anything up in your hips. Mm. Feel how juicy it is to have a body. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stand up a little. Move however your body wants you to move. Mm.